who is also the Assistant Grand National Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of Bar. I'd like to send honors to our Assistant Grand Sheikh here at this site, Brother J. Cushan Bay, and the official staff that supports them and membership. I'd like to send honors to the Grand Sheikh of Subordinate Temple 5 of St. Louis, Missouri, Brother T. Austin Deal, to his assistant, Brother Z. Streeter Eel, and the official staff that supports him and the membership. I'd like to extend honors to our two flags, both national and international. I'd like to extend honors to all auxiliaries of the Moorish Science Temple of America, including the Sisters Auxiliary of the Moorish Science Temple of America, for their loyal service, love, and support. I'd like to extend honors to our charter that gives us the right to function in these United States without molestation. Praise be to Allah, sending the great prophet over to our leader. And last but not least, I'd like to extend honors to the law as I read. Salvation, our God, unity. Moorish Science Temple of America, the Divine Constitution and Bylaws. Act 1. The Grand Sheikh and the Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all affairs if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed properly according to the Circle 7 and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest because on a Friday the first man was formed in flesh, and on the Friday the first man departed out of flesh and ascended to his Father God. Out. That called Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all and may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government. Because by being a Moorish American, you are part and parcel of the government and must live life accordingly. Act 5. This organization, the Moorish Science Temple of America, is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality. We're teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed. They may know that they are part and a parcel this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folk, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, whom inhabited the northwest and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must properly attend their meetings and become a part and a parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you're entitled to the name faith. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the dude of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother, be industrious, and become a part of the uplifting of all of humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and mind pure with love and bodies clean with water. It's divine covenants from your holy prophet, Noble Ali, through the guides of his father God, Allah. Noble Ali, founder, Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day. Through his holy prophet, Jew Ali, amen. Moorish Science Temple of America, home office, P.O. Box 388, 7600, Oregon Drive, Greenbelt, Maryland, 20768. I've just read unto you the divine constitution and bylaws of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And as I continue, I'd like to take a reading from the Great Meeting is On, around questions for Moorish Americans, questionnaire and additional laws for the Moorish Americans by the Prophet Noble Ali. Act 1. Grand Sheiks and governors and heads of all temples, all business. He said temple must be approved by the Prophet Noble Ali for acting upon by any members. That it be financed properly in a line of life to cause members to sacrifice finance, etc. that will cause the support of any group of members. Any former officer that violate these laws is subject to be removed from his office under heavy restriction, etc., by the prophet or the grand chief. Act 2. All members are to attend their adapt meetings and their public meetings promptly. Members found standing around the meeting period shall be fined 50% on the first case, on the second will be fined $1, which will go in the emergency fund. If members working his monthly due must be paid. And if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the Moorish uplifting fund, because it takes finance to uplift the nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able in finance, aid being saving the nation. And if he does not, he is an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people, and justice must catch you. Let it be he or she according to love, true peace, freedom, and justice. As I have the power invested in my hands, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or speak radical against the church or any member of any organized group, because we are to teach love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must properly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire. Let every member exercise his 5 senses who is able to do so, because how can the Sunday school count the guides of the nation? Act 6. With us all members must proclaim their nationality. We're teaching our people their nationality and the divine creed. They may know that they are a part and a portion of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folk, Black people, or Ethiopians. Because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865, during the time of slavery. But this is a new era time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwest and southwest shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must properly attend their meetings and become a part and a parcel. All uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple. Then you husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband, take care of the uplifting and fall of humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant from your holy prophet, over to our live, through the guidance of his Father God. Power. Up to you may be seated. Praise Allah, praise Allah, praise. Truly, law governs all events. It is not strange. There are no happenings. Islam, praise be to Allah. And as I continue, I'd like to take a reading from the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, divine prepared by the noble prophet Ali, by the guidance of his Father God, Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father God, Allah. Sister Secretary, I would like to take that reading from page 34, the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet. No? No. Excuse me, sister. Page 33, chapter 21. Marriage instructions for man and wife from the noble prophet. I would like to take that reading, sister, from verses 5 to 13. Lo, yonder she walketh in maiden sweetness, with innocence in her mind, and modesty on her cheek. Her hand seeketh employ, her foot delighted not in gaining abroad. She is clothed with neatness. She is fed with temperance. Humility and meekness are as a crown of glory circling her head. On her tongue dwelleth music. The sweetness of honey floweth from her lips. Decency is in all her words, and her answers are mildness and truth. Submission and obedience are the lessons of her life, and peace and happiness are her rewards. Before her steps walketh prudence, and virtue attended at her right hand. Her eyes speak it, softness and love, but discretion with a skeptic sitting on her brow. The tongue of the sentience is dumb in her presence. All of her virtue keepeth him silent. When scandal is busy and the fame of her neighbors is tossed from tongue to tongue, if charity and good nature open not her mouth, the finger of silence resting on her lips. Praise God.
Praise God.
Such high virtue
Yes. Praise God.
that a true Moabite displays
Mhm.
when she's imitating the prophet throughout Islam.
Yes, sir.
I was looking at this one verse
Mhm.
where it says the tongue of the licentious is dumb in her presence. See, I don't care how vulgar an individual may be, a woman of high virtue
Come on.
and moral character, when she walks into the room,
Mhm.
the all of her virtue, I don't care where he's speaking, how he treat other people, he ain't gonna treat or disrespect her in the same manner. So that's the reason why it's important that we maintain that Moorish character
Yes.
about ourselves, especially our sisters. Well, all Moorish Americans is supposed to do that. It's not because the commandment and compels a certain respect from others
Yes.
that they don't give to others who don't conduct and carry themselves
Yes.
in that way. Islam,
Islam.
Islam. Praise be to Allah. It's an honor to be here with the Moors. It's an honor to see the Moors come out to your Friday Holy Day service. And it's also a special honor to be able to present the sisters auxiliary uh, night to the Moors. A night where they take and they speak and address the Moors and share love and wisdom. And we need that from our sisters.
Yeah.
We want to support our sisters. We want them to know that when they in the Moorish sign, when you come and join the Moorish sign stuff of America, you are held in high esteem and regard. And we respect you, we love you, and we will always support you. Islam. So with that being said, I want to call forth our first speaker for the day and ask all to please give her your undivided attention. I would like to call forth the Sister J. Johnson Hill. Islam,
Yes.
give her the song.
Allah's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole,
So,
got the whole. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and I in his hands. He's got you and I in his hands. He's got you and I in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Islam, Lord.
Islam.
I am, praise Allah, and honors to the prophet, and honors to everyone that the brother Jumper Bay gave honors to. I am honored to be here, and I thank you guys for having me speak. The past couple weeks, treatment, how we treat each other is what's been on my spirit. And you guys actually spoke on it last Friday. And so I just felt like we were aligned and on one accord because everybody was speaking the same thing and how we treat each other. And mine kind of came from a few different places. One being, I'm never here to be disrespectful or rude or out of order. I just don't know everything. And I don't give honors to like Love and Blakely Bay. I don't know them. No one has sat down and said, here's brother or Love L. I don't know them. And so you guys honor them. I honor them too, but I don't know why we're honoring them. You know, I don't know what they've done. And so, I would love to know. And I think, we honor the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And as I sat there thinking about it and not really knowing why, I was thinking that the best way to honor a person is in this environment is how we treat each other. I would think that the Noble Drew Ali and the people we're giving honors to would appreciate us honoring them through how we treat each other. And like he said, how we carry ourselves and how we carry the movement more so than everybody saying it before they speak every time and taking the mean time to do so. Not that we shouldn't, but you know, if I die today, I'm saying honor me through how you move and carry on my name, you know. So that's where part of that comes from with treatment. And so I looked in, and also years ago, I looked up celebrity because you see celebrities all over the news everywhere and everything. And I was like, well, how does one even become a celebrity? I just looked up celebrity and it said one who's to be celebrated. And I'm like, so what do, you know, you look at certain people and say, well, why do we celebrate them? What did they do? You know, why are we honoring them, celebrating them? So if I'm ever to be celebrated, I want to be worthy of that celebration. You know, what am I doing? So I say, okay, I'm gonna take us a jumper back to page 34. This is chapter 22, and I'm going to go to verse 6. Page 34, chapter 22, instruction 6. So this is duty of a husband, and it says, she is the mistress of thy house. Treat her, therefore, with respect, that thy servants may obey her. Okay, then I'm gonna have you go over to page 35. And that's gonna be chapter 24. And that's also verse 6. Page 35, chapter 24, instruction 6. And it says, he hath watched for thy welfare, he hath toiled for thy ease, do honor therefore to his age, and let not his gray hairs be treated with irreverence. Okay, then I'm gonna take us back to page 7. This is gonna be Elihu's lesson, the unity of life. So it's page 7, chapter 3. This is gonna be verse or divine instruction 4. Thy will not do to other men what they would not have other men do unto them. And the very last one, got it?
I got it.
Okay, the very last one I have is page 40. It's chapter 31. This is holy instructions from the prophet Justice. Page 40, chapter 31, and we're gonna go to number 8, instruction 8. In thy dealings with men, be impartial and just, and do unto them as thou wouldest they should do unto thee. So mine really comes back from going even like all the way to preschool where I first learned it. It wasn't a commandment that it wasn't explained to me as a commandment. It was explained as a rule of preschool, the golden rule, treat people like you want to be treated. So I just want us to think about, as the prophet tells us in the Quran, these were the different instructions that came for how to treat in different instances, and how we treat each other. And it was a Sunday, I came in here for Sunday school, and Brother Lee, you remember, it was so thick, that tension, it was crazy. And I had just came out of a car with the brother Madison Neal, and he really worked my nerves. So I was in a place, and then I came in here, and I was sitting between some stuff going back and forth, and it was like a rap song. You know, you play the gangster rap, and so it was just feeding that Lord self that I walked through the door with. And so I got up and I left, because I said, I need some air, I need some peace. And I just really want us to think about that. Since then, honestly, it's been a place of peace. I have not felt that walking through. I felt nothing but love. It's so airy and peaceful when you walk in here. So loving is nice. And, and I just want us to keep that. Last Sunday, I have been Friday, Sunday, I think it was Friday. The wives, Sister Cushion Bay, Sister Jumper Bay, Sister N. Thompson Bay, everybody was honoring their husband. The husband in return were honoring and respecting and appreciating their wives and just giving that, you know, just stress on a job or hungry or like I lost my uncle Thursday morning, but I'm at peace. And it is different. You understand things a little bit different. And I was like, man, I don't want to speak. I don't really want to leave the house. But I've been in pain my whole life, so I'm kind of used to it, but it still hurt, you know? And so I'm here. I thank God that I'm here and that it doesn't look like I'm in pain and I can move and walk. But I never want somebody to come in here and not get what they need or walk out the same way they walked in.
That's right.
So whatever we can do, our individual piece to make it better, you know, for that next person. That's just what I want us to think about in treatment and how we treat each other. So I'm gonna do something that's a little bit out of order probably. But like you, do you feel comfortable coming up here? Will you come up here with me? She in trouble. You, will you?
Me? If you come,
She can come.
she determined.
Whatever you say. He said, okay, okay. And this is what, because it was just on my heart to do it. I've been in here a lot of times, you know, I have a European boss and I was going through a lot this week. I don't like that man for real, but I just broke down crying and he was like, anything you need? And I'm like, not from you, you know, in my mind, I didn't say that, but he walked off. I say, can you come back over here? He said, yeah, what is it? I said, I need a hug. And he's like, I can do that. I'm a good hugger. Anytime you need a hug, you know, and sometimes people, they live alone. They never get physical touch. And you walk into a place like this looking, seeking refuge and peace, and you just need that. So do you mind hugging me or can I hug you? Okay.
Right.
Praise
Praise Allah. Praise Allah.
You know, I don't know. You know, she came in here by herself, you know, and she may have needed a hug.
Allah.
I can hug him, you know, but sometimes you don't want to, but you know, like hug each other, you know, for real, like a genuine, like I love you, I got you, you're not by yourself. You know, sometimes I look at you, I be like, oh, it look like he need a hug, but he might just be tired, you know, but I don't want to be able to like, let me go up there and hug that man. But that's just where my heart is, you know?
Yeah.
So
Praise Allah.
if you comfortable and people comfortable with touch, hug them. Tell them you love them so that you don't know they going home by themselves or going, like we left the skate rink one night, man was on the bus stop. It's like 10 something at night. He's like, let's get that brother a ride. I'm like, okay. But I'm like, dang, you wanted to skate that bad. You caught the bus here and you gonna sit on the bus stop at 10 something at night. And I guess he was going somewhere by himself, but you just never know what somebody going through. So let's just love on each other and I hope I wasn't too long. Peace.
Sister J. Johnson. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got you right.
They right there. I took them on my notes.
Okay, praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
That's love, praise be to Allah.
Love,
That wasn't a lot of love
Yes.
that flowed through that sister. See, Allah take you to use you.
Yes, we are.
See what I'm saying? But you got to purify your heart enough for Allah to take and use you.
Yes.
Let's share that loving nation with others.
Yes.
You can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't do what that sister just did with
Come
a
on.
heart of hate.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? And in the Moorish side of America, that's what we're learning up in here. We're learning to love instead of hate. So we need sisters, we need our sisters, and we appreciate you. In the Moorish side of America, we have a deep appreciation for womanhood. And you just seen the reason why
Yeah.
we need to have that. We need that motherly love. And they truly are the mothers of this earth. See what I'm saying? They are the original mothers of this earth. And you've seen through that character, the love that she possessed. The world needs so much of it. It needs that. I'm glad to have you as a sister in the Moorish side. I will speak briefly on also, the sister stated about the leadership, the past leaders that we give honor to. We give honors to the sacrifices that they made in that leadership. You have leaders that served 30 years, over 30 years as our leader, just like the brother R. Jones Bay is serving right now. He's been in office, what, 22, 23 years? That is a lot of suffering and sacrifice to lead a nation of people. And that's why we give honors to them. You know what I'm saying? Because them brothers have truly given their all for the love of their own, for their people. They are the successors of the Prophet Noble Ali, and they walk in the Prophet Noble Ali's footsteps. Islam. So that's why we give honor, and that's a good question to bring up in Sunday school. You know what I'm saying? For us to discuss for the new members who have joined, so they can get a profound understanding of the work, the great work that those leaders did after the Prophet Noble Ali passed. Islam? No further ado, praise be to Allah. Thank you, Sister J. Johnson, dear, for the wonderful words of wisdom that you shared. I would like to call for our next speaker for this evening. She's a member of the Sisters Auxiliary and does wonderful work. See what I'm saying? Prophet said, let your good deeds be known. This sister, let her, hey, you can see it. You see what I'm saying? You can see it. Men comprehend the inner life by what they see it do. And so you see the love, you see the purity, and you see the good works in this sister. I'd like to call forth the sister all Helen Bay and ask all of the attendants to please give her your undivided attention. Can I get a song, please?
He came for me.
He on his mind. I'm so glad he came for me.
I'm so glad he came for me. I'm so glad he came for me. I'm so glad he came for me. While he loved me through, he had me on his mind, and I'm so glad he loved me through. I'm so glad he loved me through. I'm so glad he loved me true. I'm so glad he loved me true. Islam, sister.
Islam.
I'm over here patting her on the back, thinking the brother about to call her up here.
Right. They got you.
Yeah, he got me on.
Right.
I was listening to the sister here speak, and from the first day I met this sister, I said, I don't have any children. I would love as a daughter.
Praise God. Praise God.
Yes, yes, yes. I give praises to the one true and beneficent God, Allah.
Praise God.
I give honors to his instrument from 1913 AD, who gave us the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I give honors to the forerunner, Marcus Garvey, for he gave us the wisdom to say, there's a prophet that is coming, and up you mighty nation to see what you do. I give honors to the Colonel, C. Kirkman Bay, for the prophet told him to come with him. And even with reluctance, he followed direction. I give honors and our former supreme lead, check get this title right. Our former supreme advisor and moderator. Thank you, brother. To the brother C. Kirkland Bay, the brother F. Nelson Bay, and the brother J. Bakley Bay, all past supreme grand advisors and moderators of the Moorish Science Temple of America. But they walked with the prophet, and they knew at the time in which his time was short and their lives was at an impasse, that they knew that they could anytime be swept away, yet they stood the ground. I give honors to our current grand sheik and moderator of the Moorish Science Temple, the brother R. Jones Bay, and to our past grand advisor and moderator, brother R. Love Ill, who many had the opportunity to meet with that man who lived today. And sister, you can go and talk to them. It's several of the brothers who actually had a chance to walk and talk with that brother, and he knew our great prophet. I give honors to our brothers and sisters here at the Moorish Science Temple. For without those members here, we can get nothing done. And those are the brothers and sisters we see every day. And I give honors to all that honors was given before, and honors to our sister Johnson Eel for her beautiful words. Yeah. This is truly, truly a blessing to be among the Moors. Yes. Sister Kushan Bay often reminds me when I say, I'm here too late. She said, you're here on time. As the chairman said today, there is no happens. Everything is ordered. And it comes at the time in which it is supposed to. We cannot rush Allah's hand, but when we try to, we are doomed to fail, as the brother has often told me. We cannot rush his hand, but we can offer ours to the brothers as we see them here. You spoke of the carnal world in which you have to exist, but those who are not always kind to you. But each of us face that every day. The last two Sunday schools back, we had the privilege of having the brother T. Austin, the Grand Sheik of Temple 5, come and speak and teach our Sunday school. And he spoke about what is the true nature of man. And we speak to that in the one-on-ones. The prophet gave us the instruction that we're going back to who we were. And who we were the seeds of Allah. And where do we meet him at? In the heart. Yes. Where do we have the opportunity to hear him best? It's in the quietness and the stillness of that place.
Praise God.
We have an opportunity here in the Moorish Science Temple to look at those secrets and to read them. Sister? Chapter 3, or is actually the instructions, where I always love to start. And our sister Numley Bay, as we all love, every morning likes to bring us back to page 3. Know thyself and thy Father God Allah. Dear readers, do not use these lessons. Do not falsely use these lessons. They are for good, happiness, for peace and happiness, for all of those who love Jesus. Dear readers, do not falsely use these lessons. They are for good, peace, and happiness for all of those who love Jesus. Dear mothers, teach these lessons to your little ones, that they may learn to love instead of hate. Dear Father, by these lessons, you can set your house in order and teach your children to love instead of hate. Sister, that's what you spoke to us. the words of love. That love must start, as often said, at home. And what home do you have? This carnal flesh. We must learn to love ourselves so we can love others.
That's right.
We have to let go of the anger, for we are truly Allah seed. Sister, I'm going to ask upon you again to go to chapter 11, page 17, sister. And going to verse number 8. Man, and after man is man in perfectness, and will evolve to the higher form of life. As the seed of Allah, we have but one place to go, and that's back to Him. As the mother, the seed is as perfect as the mother. And sister, you are that perfection. Brothers, lead our sisters back to their perfection. But each of you had an opportunity. I hear you jokingly say, or affectionately say, I went to college. So you had a forced learning experience. I had the brother not too long ago tell me that he akins the penal system as daycare for adults. I worked in daycare, and they probably is a closer kinship. Brothers, I ask you today, be patient with the sisters. We live each day in this corner world, having to deal with bosses that are not as pleasant. We live each day in this corner world, caring for children and for others. For those of you who had the unfortunate but fortunate experience of living this word every day for the sheer sake of survival, share that with your sisters. Share that lesson with your children. You made the sacrifice of giving up, for some, 3/4 of their life, half of their lives, decades of their lives. Now that you are here, take that sacrifice and give it to the multitude. The prophet said he will give you something to shout about. We shout often in anger. Let us shout in love. And with that, sisters and brothers, I leave you in peace.
Islam. Islam, Muslim.
Islam.
If you got a light, you gotta let it shine. The sisters are most definitely allowing that light from their heart to shine on the Lord's tonight. It's such a wonderful thing. I'm telling you, to support them. You know, with every inch, vein and might of my heart. The sister spoke about how we supposed to be understanding, caring, and loving towards sisters. And I'm a married man. Prophet, I always reflect on what the prophet stated in duties of a husband. He says, be not severe to her weaknesses, but remember thine own imperfections. See what I'm saying? But I got a wife here that will constantly remind me of that anyway. So it ain't nothing I'm gonna get away with from the hour, you know? It's about the checks and balances sometimes. But we truly need to keep the teeth of the prophet overdrive in our hearts, in our home, and while we're in the streets. See what I'm saying? Because Allah protects us and guides us, and He leads us on to salvation when we do so. See what I'm saying? Salvation is the rock on which man builds himself. See what I'm saying? The prophet Noah, he brought the solid rock, a sure foundation. See what I'm saying? He bought the temple that nobody can tear up. Nobody can tear up this Moorish Science Temple of America. And if you are indulged in walking in the footsteps of the Prophet Noble Ali, Allah's going to protect you so no one can tear you up. Greatest evil threat to ourselves is our lower self. That's what we need to take us to do and conquer. See what I'm saying? It says when the lower self, see what I'm saying? When the lower self has been dethroned, the Savior love will be exalted to the throne of power. The David of the light is purity, who slayed the strong Goliath of the dark, and seek the Savior love upon him. And that's exactly what we're doing here in this Moorish Science Temple. I'd like to thank the sister R. Helen Bay, a faithful member of our Sisters Auxiliary, and we commemorate them this evening as we do once a month. We want to show our appreciation to them. Thank you, sister, for allowing Allah to take and use your heart and speak to us. Islam. And at this appointed time, I would like to call for our next speaker for this evening, who is a member of the Sisters Auxiliary, as she is a Moorish Science Temple of America, who has worked hard and industriously for the Prophet Noble Ali ever since she walked through them doors. I love her so much. She's worthy of all the honors that we can bestow upon her. I'd like to call for Sister B. Jump Bay and ask all the attendants, please give her your honor.
It's the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. It's the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. It's the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Lord, you brought it to me. I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, Ali brought it to me. I'm gonna let it shine. Awesome, Ali brought it to me. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine.
Islam Moors. Islam Moors. First, giving praises to Allah and honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I'd like to give honors to our forerunner, Brother Marcus Garvey. I'd like to give honors to our past leaders, starting with Brother C. Kirkman Bay, Brother F. Nelson Bay, and Brother J. Blakely Bay. I'd like to give honors to our past Grand Sheik and moderator, Brother R. Loville. And I'd like to give honors to our present Grand Sheik and moderator, Brother R. Jones Bay. I'd like to give honors to all of the honors that were given by my husband, Brother T. Jumper Bay, who is the lieutenant of the Western region and of the Mufti staff, and also the chairman of Simple 75. Praise Allah. Islam Moors, I will not be doing a poem today. I want to take the Moors to the Sister Auxiliary Handbook and Guide. The reason why I wanted to go to this book was to explain to some of the Moors why it's so important for the Sister Auxiliary to be a part of this organization. So it says, Islam Moorish Americans, the Moorish National Sister Auxiliary was founded in 1928 with the permission of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He came uplifting all of the fallen humanity and emphasized that all, including the sisters. The proof of his action is visible throughout his works, including the 1928 lithograph reflecting the officials of the first annual National Convention. This is a historical significance for many reasons. Think, even though women had received the right to vote in 1920, after much suffering, social barriers still existed to cast them in a light where they were treated as lesser humanity. The front cover of the Quran Questions for Moorish Americans has a picture of Prophet Noble Drew Ali with 1 foot on land as he steps from the sea, the curse of the world, carrying a sister which represent humanity. Therefore, It is
Right.
very clear and self-evident that Prophet Noble Drew Ali left his footprints clearly cut
Yeah.
for all to see that he, our leader, went that way. Prophet Noble Drew Ali bestowed upon the sisters of prestige, wait a minute, prestige, prestigious, prestigious honor and recognition as we are referred to as the right hand to the prophet. We, the sisters of the MSTFA, owe Prophet Noble Drew Ali a great debt of gratitude. He gave us a seat at his table and afford us the same opportunities as brothers to make equal contributions to the MSTFA. Let us rise to the challenge with dignity, grace, love, and in peace. Jesus said, and when man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. The Holy Quran, chapter 8, verses 11. It is with humility and honor that we, the Moorish National Sister Auxiliary, proudly serve this great national, divine, and holy movement. Now I would like to take a reading from the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Circle 7, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali, by the guiding of his father, God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his father, God Allah. I'll be taking a reading from page 13, chapter 8. Jesus revealed to the people of their sinful ways, and I will be reading from verses 7 to 15. Allah's meeting place with man is in the heart, and in a still small voice he speaks, and he who hears is still. And all the people said, teach us to know the Holy One who speaks within the heart, Allah of the still small voice. And Jesus said, the holy breath cannot be seen with mortal eyes, nor can men see the spirit of the Holy One. But in their image, man was made, and he who looks into the face of man looks at the image of Allah who speaks within. And when man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. And you must bear in mind that when man harms in thought or word or deed another man, he does a wrong to Allah. If you will serve Allah who speaks within the heart, just serve your near kin and those who are no kin, the stranger at your gates, the foe who seeks to do you harm. Assist the poor and help the weak. Do harm to none and covet not what is not yours. Then with your tongue, the Holy One will speak, and he will smile behind your tears, will light your consonants with joy, and fill your hearts with peace. Peace and love, Morris. Love y'all.
Love you too, sister. Love you.
And we love you too, sister. Big jump, baby.
Love brings about
It's
unity.
my praise hour. They just bring joy to my heart. We are truly a model temple.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're a model in strength. We're a model in character. We're a model in the strength of unity that we share amongst each other. And we want to continue to be that way. So we want to support each other in all the good endeavors that we can. Islam, praise be to Allah. I like to send special honors to my lovely wife, Secretary Sister D. Jumper Bay. And Allah bless you so much, sister. Thank you for being by my side. My help. Yeah, hey, listen, Allah knew what I needed.
Yes, you did.
You knew it long before she came. You gonna need this. Because what's coming before you. You see what I'm saying? See, Allah, the secrets of futility are open before Allah alone. I'm already seeing some things that came into my life. I don't think I would have made it by myself without my wife. You know what I'm saying? I honestly say that. I don't know what I would have did. And Allah foreseen this.
Yeah.
That's why we want to be in Allah's good graces. We want to come to the temple. We want to obey the prophet and be good Moors so Allah can take and look out for us.
Yeah.
We want to keep the temple doors open so the prophet knows how he can drive the Asiatics in. Want to be there when the doors are open for them to meet and greet them with love, because they need that. They need a lot of love, and we want to be there. We want to be prepared to give it to them. So that means we got to take and pound this great truth in. We got to take and pound it in till it hurts, to the support of every part. We want to take the tools of the workshop of the mind, where things are made of thought, and we build up character, and build ourselves up a righteous character, one that's going to be respected by others when they come into the temple. We're going to imitate our prophet Noah Ali. That's what we going to do. We're going to obey Allah and his prophet and be righteous Moors. We want to be on the right side of justice when it comes. So you want to say, you can't be on the right side of justice disobeying your prophet Noah Ali. See, truth is but one. See, truth is but one. And we want to be on the right side of what the prophet Noah Ali has brought. And we can do that if we obey our prophet, keep coming to the temple, and support the temple to the best of our ability. Islam, praise be to Allah. Thank you, Allah. I'd like to extend a special honors again to the sisters of our village, to all of our sisters also that are on Zoom. Sister Hannah Bay, Sister T. Thompson Bay, who is the secretary for the Sisters Auxiliary. I don't see Sister N. Thompson Bay on the list, but I'm quite sure if she's not, her spirit is with us. And so we want to extend a special honors to the Sister N. Lucius Bay. All of them are members of the Sisters Auxiliary. All of them are in support of the prophet Noah Ali here at the Boyd Temple 75. And so we have a great Sisters Auxiliary. Again, I state, we're going to support you to every inch of our lives. Islam, I'd like to send a special honors to the Sister S. Kushan Bay, who was not able to speak tonight. But hey, listen, just to have her presence is a blessing. She's done so much for the Moorish here. Islam. And so I would not have any other sisters to speak this evening. They spoke well. I give honors to you. Thank you so much. And at this point in time, I'm going to call for one of the sheiks of the Moorish Science of America, good brother, who has been steadfast in reaching out and serving his brother man and his sister woman. It's not imitating the prophet, no drive, word and indeed. I'd like to call for the brother K. Hill Bay. Of the Moorish Science of America, and ask all intents to please give me undivided thanks. Islam. Set up in the song.
In the world, fade away in the water. You are in trouble, the water. Oh, they yonder all dressed in white. You are in trouble, the water. It must be the host of the Israelites. You are in trouble, the water. You got to weigh your weight in the water, Martha. Wade in the water.
Islam.
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 That's that triune law. I rise giving great praise on this great Friday, Universal Friday, to all Muslims all over the world. And Friday is just not for Muslims, it's for humanity. This is the day which man was formed in flesh. This is the day that we have taken out to rise and give perfect praise to the one true author, creator, governor of all the worlds. And his sweet, holy, divine name is Allah.
That's right.
And I give him thanks. In following, giving him praise, I give honors to his greatest thought that he ever produced and put on this manifestation in this world of North America. See, Allah has everything that Allah created is great. But there are some things, and there are some people, and there are some thoughts, and there are some spirits that he created to just be greater. But that don't make you lesser than or greater. It's just that your mission is greater. And that is the great holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali. You might see him in front of you, you might see him behind you. But he's here. He said, I could do more for you in spirit than I can in flesh. And still to this day, he is still doing a lot for us. He's a living prophet. He's not dead. The flesh, remember, man is a spirit. Allah, and he's eternal. And he is truth. And truth is eternal, right? It can never change or pass away. Therefore, your prophet still exists and still lives here through you. I would like to give honors to his forerunner, Brother Marcus Garvey. We tend to give honors to Marcus Garvey and jump over him and wait until his birthday to talk about it. But Marcus Garvey did a lot for this Moorish science of America. He's the forerunner. But when you think about Marcus Garvey, you should think about economics. That was Marcus Garvey's greatest mission in his whole mission. When this whole mission, of course, he used some vernacular that we don't agree with, Black. That's okay, because people use the language that they know of. If you knew better, you do better. And at that time, he knew what he knew and what was good at that time. But Marcus Garvey was all about economics. It was all about empowering the Asiatic community. It was all about doing for self and raising for self. It was all about you grow your own garden, you eat your own foods, you go to your own hospitals, you go to your own schools, you be taught by your own. And today, you slap that in the face. We love, and I say we, and when you say we, you know, in the English alphabet, you know, you can substitute a consonant for a consonant and a vowel for a vowel. So I'll take the we, substitute that W with M, and it's me. So I'm included. We love to try to be with others. I'm going to say it like that, others, because it ain't just the Europeans. Now we want to be Indian. Now we want to be Asian. You hear a lot of our brothers and sisters tell you that I'm mixed. I got this in me. I got that in me. No, you are Asiatic. Plain and simple. Be who you are. More, just be yourself. But Marcus Garvey was a great man and a strong man. And he was looked at as radical. I'm looked at as radical sometimes. But I've learned that ain't nothing wrong with being radical. Radical ain't good but telling the truth, aggressive. And aggression is a good thing. That's just how you deliver. And sometimes we need that aggression. We need that radicalism. And society has taken that away. They have taken that masculinity away. And they have told you that you just can't say that. But we know that 20 years ago, we know 20 years ago, there was just two genders. And it wasn't none of this other stuff. But now you hear people say, oh, don't say that. You don't supposed to say that. I don't suppose to say that. What is real is what is real. That's all it is. It's only two. But moving on, because this is the Sisters Auxiliary.
Yes.
So I'm going to give honors to Sister Z. Nelson Bay.
Yeah.
I give honors. Let me start off giving honors to Sister Pearl Drew Ali.
Yeah.
We got to start this thing from the top.
Yeah.
Ain't no bottom. Because this thing ain't no big eyes using the Moorish science of America. Sister Pearl Drew Ali, prophet, right hand.
Yeah.
Not Millie Hill, not C. Kirkman Bay, his wife. He took on to himself a wife. And every great leader in history have always had that their soulmate. They had a right-hand man, but they had their wife. I give honors coming home to Sister S. Cushan Bay, the founding sister of Temple 75. I think when y'all was 43, wasn't it? When y'all 43? Yeah, okay. Brent, see, she was here during the transition. If her husband is the cornerstone, you know she had been right there with him. And your father, doesn't he donate his church?
Yes, he did.
See, we got history in the Moore Science Temple of America, Temple 75. You know, right here, her father gave his church up because he seen the leadership and the dedication in Brother Cushan Bay, and said, he treated my daughter well, he's treating her, and he's teaching her right. I might be Christian if that's what it was, but here, I'm gonna give you this church. Go worship and take that movement as far as you can. And look where we at now. So we give honors to her father as well. Thank you. I give honors to Sister Ann Thompson Bay, who comes off as the female radical. But that's okay, because she represents discipline in the temple. And in a household, most of the time, the mother do a lot of the discipline, whip that belt. So it's good to have that discipline and to keep the morals on their feet. You gotta have that. We get these two sisters, these cornerstone sisters, great high honors. They have kept these two brothers up. I give honors to Sister Helen Bay, because I got your name, man. I got it. I felt bad a couple weeks ago, but I got it. Who still ain't made my road, but I still give honors because I still love it. I give honors to, excuse me, so what's your name? Johnson. No, in the back. I was just honors to the sister, spell it ill. Spell it ill. Praise Allah. Always good. Welcome to Temple 75. Honors to Sister J. Johnson Hill, who just became just this fresh breath air in Temple 75. Thank you for the love and walking around with a smile and giving hugs and giving water. Might be your first female mufti. You know, but thank you.
That's right.
You know, because you bring that love that we ain't missing, we got it, but you just expressing it. We thank you for that, sister. And I gotta give honors to the one to my right. Somebody had the nerve to be trying to call me on a Friday, and they know this off limits. They out of bounds. They're in violation. I give honors to the sister on my right, Sister Jumper Bay. Yes, this is like that. This sister here, she reminds me of kind of like Chase Hill. You know, our assistant grand, she got a more science. Well, he's the chairman. He's former assistant grand. She got a more science Temple of America. He get up, he speak for about 5 minutes. He don't say much, but he said a whole lot. It just he'll go boom, 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 pop, and peace. You're like, whoa, hold on, oh, you can't, you gotta keep going. Wait a minute, you just. That's what the Jumper Bay. She come with a poem, and sometimes it's in the middle. Right there, just be the meat. And bow, bow. And then she say peace. He be like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Don't say much unless you're checking Brother Jumper Bay, you know, but he say a lot.
Yes.
I was saying too much. And I watched the sister when she came through the door, and I always her as a Sheikahs of the Moore Science Temple of America. And I can't wait to see these other sisters become Sheikahs, because I know they're gonna be great Sheikahs. I see it already. I can't wait. And I give honors to Sister Lucius Bay, who's on Zoom. We got Sister Hannah Bay, another good, strong sister. That's a strong sister. He's singing and everything. She keep that brother Hannah Bay, and she brings us a lot of love. And I gotta give honors to the divine minister, Sister T. Thompson Bay, who ministers to me a lot. And it was, people was wondering, how did she get minister papers? But I've had a lot of one-on-ones with her, and I see why. The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. You know, I give honors to Sister T. Thompson Bay. And I'm gonna prove to her this ain't no boys club. I'm done with giving honors. I ain't giving none of you brothers no honors. We give y'all honors enough. We still I give honors to brother. We give honors to the sisters today. This is y'all day. You know, see, they told you to wait once a year. Well, twice a year. They told you to wait in May and on February 14th. Nah, They give you 12 whole months. You get a day, well, you get every day as your day, but you get 2 days every month. The first Friday and the first Sunday, we give it to you. So stick with your own. Stick with your own. Now, like I said, the mother of the temple and the mother of the house normally pull out that belt and they normally discipline. And the sisters auxiliary, you know, because man has a masculine side and a feminine side, you know. So, and that sometimes just represents the love. It's all right to cry sometimes. That's all right. Don't think you less of a man. You gotta get it out. That's why Allah created that. He didn't create that for no reason. He didn't create emotions for no reason. So be who you are. But sometimes you gotta whip the belt out and get back to economics. Because no, I'm gonna keep on teaching this because we have to. We have to. We gotta start right now today. We gotta start doing for ourselves and doing for ourselves and accepting our own and doing for self. We gotta create our own system. We got nurses in here, we got lawyers in here. They might not have the degree, but we got all walks of life. We got a nation. We are a nation. We just gotta use it. We gotta apply it. We are the richest nation on earth. We get $2 trillion in our hand. Y'all might think, like, I thought it was one. No, it went up. It's 2 trillion now. $2 trillion a year come through our hands. And it goes out of our community in seconds. You know why? As soon as the direct deposit go right to Emmer. You know I keep my bills on auto pay. So I don't even get to make a decision with that $40 or $100. It goes right to them. Right to them. But Jumper Bay is HVAC. His brother is good at HVAC. Why am I paying them instead of calling him? Why am I calling this other company instead of calling Cushan Bay? Hey, man, come tear this thing down. You know, why am I going? Well, now this is a brother, but why am I paying this man $30 to do my beard instead of coming to brother Seawater for Bay? But it is. I am spending with a brother. I am spending, but where is he taking it to? But no, I'm serious. We really got to do for ourselves. Yeah. You know, I know I might have touched some of the Moors last time I spoke when I talked about that DIE, but and I might be pronouncing that wrong because it don't really apply because everybody's ready. If right now they say, hey, you got to go to your own people, everybody ready. The Mexicans just got here about 20 years ago. I used to go and hang out on Cherokee back in the day when I was younger, when it was very diverse. But now they own it. How long you been there? What street do you own? I didn't say what house. I said what street. They can hire their whole people. They say, hey, they can shut it down. Say we don't want nobody on the block. You know why? Because we own it. We own from Grand to Jefferson. Yeah, that's theirs. Let's start on Sullivan. Let's just take one block and do it for our own. We got to. Everybody ready. The Chinese, they ready. They can hire their own. They can say, hey, come on. All right, they don't want us there. Come on, you do nails and you gonna cook rice. You know, the Indians, they ready. They say, all right, they don't want us. All right, well, you can cook falafel and you can, and what else they do? They do all types of stuff. The Arabs, you know, they ready. They here. They got gas stations. They ain't took over the chickens game. Yeah. You know, they ain't took over the chicken game. They got, what's that, crunchy chicken. They got another one. What's that one? JJ. They got them all. They got them all. But don't nobody cook it like us. So why is they serving it to us? We the best cooks, but they serving it to us. And I'm just gonna keep on iterating because we gotta, and we know this stuff. What are we waiting on? So I'm gonna put the belt back up. That was just a spanking, you know. I ain't gonna go too hard. That was just, you know how they used to make you stick your hand out and pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I remember in school when the teacher was still able to whoop you. You know, they pop, pop. So that was just a spanking. I ain't gonna go too hard. But I love the Moors, and I'm glad to be back here physically with you. I needed that energy. You know, I had a long drive and I was a little drained and I wasn't under the weather. It was something was coming over me. I don't know what it, and I think it's just that I just need to be connected with the Moors again. I had a brother tell me, he said, where you going tonight? I said, he's still going there? I said, you still going to jail? You know, we've been, I've been out 10 years. I ain't even back. Since then, you got 4 times. You telling me why am I still going around on people? I think I'm in the right place. You ain't got it right. Yeah, your God is money, but you steady chasing, but it keep on taking you back there. You calling me. I gotta decide if I want to accept your call. You know, yeah. I ain't gotta accept this. You ain't gonna have me like that again. I'm going back around them more. You know, I'm going back around him because it works. It's the greatest rehabilitation program that's ever been created. AA, NA, all them programs they got out there, Formative, OCC, all, yeah. Come to the Moore Science Step of America. We'll get them right. We'll get them right. Bring us 2 or 3 of them and let us send them back. These are the greatest examples. And they know that. They know that. Like Brother Jay Cushine Bay said, he said, man, they made me do day for day. Because they knew it. They said, that's a Muslim right there. He'll never come back. So let's get it all out of him. All of them right now. Because he ain't going to ever come back unless he's coming in a minister. We give him honest. Yeah, more. So know that this is a great movement, and sometimes things ain't gonna look, it ain't gonna always look glorified. We don't look like Lively Stone. We ain't got a skywalk. You know, we ain't got a big church. We ain't got a big banquet room downstairs, but we serve a huge, big God. You know, and we got big hearts, and we got big visions, and we gonna push forward. We doing a lot of great things in this Moore Science Step of America. And when I give honors to the thought of the person who came up with Zoom, they came up with this technology, because that is how you expand this movement. And that has been helping the Moore Science Step of America. So many people want to come now. So many people. Some of them scared to come in because they don't know what to do, don't know how to fit. But I told them, just come in, come, what they say in the church, come filthy, come guilty, come just as you are. Come just as you are. You know, be yourself. Our prophet told you more, just be yourself. Just be yourself. You ain't got to come here and fake it. You know, you come in, you Islam, you sit in the back, you learn. And the little that you learn and the little that you know, it goes a long way. Just by saying Islam and peace. Just by having on your Moorish jacket, it raises the awareness of people. It makes them want to know, what are you and why do you wear that? Why do you represent that? Because when you wear something, you taking a bold stance. You taking a bold stance. So see, when you got your designer, you let it be known. You want everybody to see it. But at some point, maturity kicks in. When you say, hey, you know what? This Walmart clothing and this Gucci, I just figured out they do the same thing. They both keep me warm in the winter. I just noticed that. I just noticed they came off the same assembly line. It's just this one, the thread's supposed to go straight, and this one went to the left just a little bit. So when it went through quality control, they said, "Here, take that over there." Oh, I'm gonna say, okay, I get it. And they got deals like that. They got deals. The stuff you see in the flea market, you think it's fake? Nah, it's not fake. It just didn't meet quality control. So somebody else said, hey, I'll take it. One man's trash is one man's treasure. And it's something for everybody. I remember I used to be a brand guy. I mean, I still got some. I ain't buying no more. But no, hey man, I watch my dollars now. You know, I ain't buying no more, but I used to be there. And so I understand when people right there, like Madison, this brother Madison, like, yeah, I'll be honest, brother Madison. Yeah. All right, Mo, I'm gonna give you honest. You're okay. That Mo this brother have ministered to me so many times. He'll tell me, oh, you don't want that. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, you'll see. And I just be like, man, what this dude talking about? And he just let me know, hey, Mo, it ain't all about that. It's just not about that. The brother have ministered to me when I first came here in the temple. He gave me a ride home one day, and he told me, this when he was the chairman at the time, John Bay. He took me home, and we got to my house at 10:30. Madison talked to me always at 2 something in the morning. We were training them. They was like little children. They was you know, sugar rush. But the Mo sat there and told me everything that I might face in the temple and said, don't get weak and be strong and stay. He said, this is what you're going to put up with, and this is what's going to come to you, but you got to be strong and you got to stay. And I was like, man, I wanted him to stop talking a long time ago, but for him to sit there and talk to me from 10 to 2, that showed me he was dedicated. That's a lot of love to this movement. It wasn't just, all right, most of the time, I'm gonna drop you off and put these kids to sleep. You know, because some of us used to do that. Me, I'm all right, being there, drop them off, boom. Yeah, I gotta hurry up. I got my outfit in the back of the trunk. As soon as I leave the temple, I had to Go back to Negroism. But you know, this is a testimony because we grow. We grow in stages and degrees. And I give praise to Allah, thanking him for being patient with me. And I give honors to all you Moors, men and women, for assisting me in this journey. This has been a great journey. And I'm just getting started. I ain't even in my prime of it yet. I'm just getting started. So wait till I get another 10 years. And you imagine me, I can imagine you, because I see you now. I ain't gonna sit there for too long because I'm just going. You know how you had them times, man, when you ain't seen your family in a long time. You know how it be when you was young and you ain't seen your cousins, them, and they come over and you want to tell them everything what's been going on since the last time you seen them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm telling it all. So I'm just talking to y'all because we family. Sometimes I don't get up here and just give you a Jumper Bay or L. Thompson Bay good sermon or Owens Bay. This brother here, man, I can't deliver like him, but I watch him. I take notes from him. I have to record him and go home and say, man, how do you speak like that? But yeah, I do me. I do what the prophet said. Or just be yourself. So with that, I'm gonna take a decent little reading, and I know Sister T. Thompson Bay on the line. She thought she put the cables on my back and told me to come up here and spank the Moors, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do. So when I come up here and speak, one of the things I do, I say a quick prayer and I say, Allah, take my tongue and my heart, and you got it. What flows is flows. So those are the words from Allah. So I'm gonna take my reading from the Holy Quran and the Moorish Science Temple of America, the book that has guided me, instructed me, directed me on my journey in life, taught me how to be the man I am today, and still growing me the man I need to be tomorrow, because there's many more lessons to be learned. This book here, pamphlet, it is a roadmap to life, and you'll find yourself in different parts of this Holy Quran and the Moorish Science of America. And I say it all the time. Today you might be in misery, tomorrow you might be in eternal happiness. And the next day you might just be just like Jesus was. You might be having to speak and tell the people the truth. You know, but wherever you are, stay in the book. With that, it ain't no accident due to an incident, because I just left a place and I was in there, and everywhere I go, I teach. And I might not teach in this fashion, but I do it according to the people's language. You know, sometimes it's not good. I don't want to say it like that. Sometimes I might not use Moorish language, but I'm teaching Moorish science. I'm gonna use their language and speak their language so they can understand it, especially the youngsters, because the youngsters, they done seen the Bibles, they done seen the Kufis and the Qurans and the parallels, but they seen the hypocrisy that go behind it. So they looking for something different. So you got to speak their language, and I use their language to speak to them with this right here. So that's social duties. So that's what I'm gonna take my reading from. Okay. And I'm gonna sit down after that, and I'm gonna start right here. Mr. Secretary. That's gonna be page 39. Instruction 5. He opened not his ear unto slander. The faults and the failings of men give him a pain to his heart. Yeah, man. That speaks for itself. Do I gotta translate that for anybody? I think we all get that. I'm gonna go on. His desire is to do good, and he research out the occasion thereof, and removing the oppression of another, he relieving himself. That's brother. That speaks to me, brother Waterford Bay. Research. See Waterford Bay. Research. How can I help the community? And he said, you know what? If they look good, they can feel good, and they can be good and have a great day. And they probably will get employed. So therefore, I'm gonna give them a free haircut. Praise Allah. Thank you, brother. Islam to the sisters. I give y'all honors. Y'all look good in y'all white. Keep coming. Y'all are the mothers of the civilization Because when you teach man, you teach an individual. When you teach a woman, you teach a nation. Then I say peace.
Praise
Allah. Indeed. Honors to the prophet Noble Ali. We give honors to one of the sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Brother K. Hill Bay. Allah took and used him also. It's good to hear from you, Master. We don't hear from you often enough. And so, but it's an honor to be your brother. It's an honor to work with you here in the Moorish Science Temple of America. To walk that path and share the gospel as the prophet Noble Ali instructed us to do so. Thank you, Master, for making us, reminding us that we need to be more industrious. And bear that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Our responsibility to our nation and to our descendants, you know, because that's what it's all about, building for those that are yet to come. You know, so they can take and have something. We want to do that with our building here. We want to keep it in good condition, good shape. We want to build up the finance so that when our children come along, they'll have something called generational wealth. See what I'm saying? So that's why it's important that we take care of what we have. It ain't just about us. It's about our descendants also. We want them to be able to look with honor and honor us just like we honor those that came before us. The work that they did. They left something for us. They kept the temple doors open. We're supposed to do the same. Islam? Islam. Praise be to Allah. And at this time, with no further delay, I'm going to call for the Assistant Grand Governor of support of Missouri. Assistant Grand Governor of Missouri. Sometimes I get a little tongue twisted, but you know what I'm talking about. This time I call forth the brother Art Madison Neal Jr. and ask all attendants to please give me undivided attention. This is
He didn't have to wake me this morning, but he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He didn't have to give me the Morris, but he did. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. I can't thank him enough. I can't serve him enough. I can't live too high. To see.
Islam, Moors.
Islam.
Islam, Moors.
Islam.
Praise Allah. It's a blessing to just say, praise Allah. No matter what you're going through, how you're going through it, and when you're going through it, it just feels good.
right.
Therapeutic to say, praise Allah. Sometimes it gets so tight, so hard, so overwhelming. The best thing you can say is praise Allah. No matter how hard it is, you might lose it all like my brother Joe. Praise Allah. When you don't know, you don't know. But when you know, and your understanding has been built up off a solid foundation, only one person can give to you. It's that one great God, Allah, the Father of the universe. We are so blessed to be made in his image and in his likeness. That when you say
praise Allah. It's a breathing technique that goes with it.
Come on,
The breath of heaven, the holy breath. With his own breath did he communicate to you the principles of knowledge. To you, it was a breath that made this form of the dust of the clay. It was breathed into.
come on.
That brought this form into a life. A form that you see resurrected right now today in 2025. And he so loved us that he gave us the ability to have a free will to continue to generate more children and more children and more children. Allah is so good and so merciful that we, the Moorish American, call him Allah, the great God of the universe.
That's right.
He is the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector. So you got to hear the T-R, protector. See, when you're being protected by the one universal God, see, some reason your worries go down, your blood pressure go down, your stress level go down, and your cares of the world begin to go down. But as that goes down, for every cause, there is an effect.
Come on.
Your happiness begin to go up.
Yes.
Your finances begin to go up. Your lifestyle begins to change from what you was to what you are truly is.
That's right.
You are coming back to your true self. You are reforming from something that you was miseducated about. The Negro man, the black man, the color man. These things have not done us any justice. It took us out of the human family and gave us to be someone's property. These things happened to us because we chose, because he gave us a free will. We chose to chase after their gods, of whom we knew nothing of. If you're not careful, you will die up under an illusion. An illusion is a lie. Something that seems to be happiness. Something that seems to be my religion.
Right.
For everybody that ever bought a pair of true religion pants, shirt, jacket, hoodie, whatever you bought, it was a sign and a symbol in the statement of a true religion. Sometimes it makes you wonder, what is my true religion? Even to be spiritual, you have to raise yourself to a practice and a custom that connects you to your true self. Because if you don't discipline yourself, the world has a lot to offer. We in a beautiful, beautiful place. The prophet told us we at home. If you look at the biggest part of Morocco, we in it, Moors.
That's right.
We at home. Our capital is where you see it at on the other side of the ocean. Something happened and it caused a big old, pretty old little, what they call it, the river that was drained by us for traveling. You have an ocean that's separated because we had a beautiful earthquake because we was not acting right. See, when the great God Allah do something, man has no power to change. Allah blessed us to be Asiatics, and he blessed them to be Europeans. You got to learn to love yourself. You got to learn how to identify yourself. You got to know who you are. That's why I am still in the Moorish Science Temple of America, because I am still studying the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's teaching me to identify myself. And I come to find out I got two selves.
Come on, Chief.
So it's good to talk to yourself.
Yeah.
It's good to tell your lower self, sit down, be still,
Right.
be quiet.
Mm.
Not today. Because when you begin to practice the disciplinary of how to train that lower self, for some reason, something that you was born, you weren't made this, you was born a will submitter to the one great God.
Yes.
You was born with a will to submit to the one great God, Allah. And in the English translation, it is called a Muslim. In the Arabic language, it is called a Muslim. See, you got to follow the language, the dialect of the truth. The truth is universal. Even our God that we worship, that we call Allah, has many of names.
Yes, it does.
He is known as thought.
Oh,
So you got to follow where these names are coming from. It's coming from the people, the nations. They coming together to get themselves together because Allah sends them a prophet. He is known by so many names. Jehovah. You got to connect yourself in the Bible and find out, am I really in the Bible?
Right.
The prophet say, take a little time to study. Know thyself. Study thyself. Know thyself. When you begin to look at the circle 7 that's on the front of our Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, it begins to let you know what we are working towards.
Come on, Mo.
We're working towards the nobler life. We're trying to better our conditions today. And if you've done something yesterday, it's okay. Pray for forgiveness. Because Allah is merciful. He's forgiving. He's loving. He's so kind that he gave all of us a chance on this earth to get it together.
Yeah.
He tied it in so sweet that he gave us a soul to function after we leave this physical manifest, what we call earth. When we politely cut the cord,
That's right.
it's not a curse. It's not a bad thing. We're just going back to where we came from. And sometimes if you can just trace yourself to the mind, you can begin to remember some of the things you have seen before.
Come on, Mo.
Allah is so good that he gave us a forerunner. Brother Marcus Mosai Garvey. Brother Marcus Mosai Garvey came just in time to unify us. A forerunner is someone who prepares the people. The forerunner is someone who goes before the next one to come. The forerunner is so phenomenal.
That's right.
That he has inspired so many Pan-Africans. He has inspired so many other people to start things to help our community be better. You hear about the Black Panthers, you begin to understand who motivated them to come together to better our conditions. You had people that come together to feed the children, to feed the homeless, to better our conditions through the oppressions of time. Brother Marcus Mosai Garvey did a great job. He started the UNIA. And then people loved him so much, they joined the Garveyites and became Garveyites and began to follow Marcus Garvey movement. It's a movement. It was moving. It was bettering our people. It was changing our conditions. It was changing the way we dressed. Start giving us confidence. People will go home and change into their uniforms. The sisters will put on their beautiful whites and the brothers will put on their little nice uniforms and they will march. They will have parades. They will have events. They was growing so fast and so drastic that it took a disaster to try to make it stop. The brother was in prison.
Yeah.
But the prophet Noble Drew Ali went to go visit to help make life easier for him and help his conditions to be better.
Sure did.
The prophet Noble Drew Ali was not looking for the spotlight. He was looking for salvation for his people. The prophet Noble Drew Ali, who we give honors to, founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America, the first Islamic religion to be instituted into this government over in the US of A. All the other religious organization comes after the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Praise God.
The prophet Noble Drew Ali was so well prepared that he gave you the steps and showed you how he started and how it is today. There is no ending for the Moorish Science Temple of America movement. Once you begin to read the documents of the Moorish Science Temple of America, it will begin to help you begin to think a little better to change your conditions today. That's why we are able to practice our religious unmolested and freely because of these beautiful charts. The prophet gave us so much, he gave us our authority on the back of our beautiful questionnaire. So that you can read the documents, so that you can be held accountable for what you're doing, while you're doing it, and when you're doing it. He gave you 101 questions and answers to help you identify the Negro problem. If you ever want to read the truth, take the time out to read the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Read your questionnaire. It has all the remedies of life. All the remedies of life. Our financial situation is because we're not reading and studying our Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. If you want to better your conditions, and if you think your conditions can be better, join the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Right.
See, we have the ability to put these programs together. I give honors to Brother C. Kirkman Bay, Brother F. Nelson Bay, and Brother J. Blakely Bay. These are the past Supreme Grand Advisor and moderators of the Moorish Science Temple of America who came after the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. They came and kept the house in order. I give honors to Brother Orla Avila, the past Grand Sheik and moderator of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I give honors to our present Grand Sheik and moderator, the Brother R. Jones Bay, and his official staff that aid and assist him in the great mighty work of uplifting fallen humanity. I give honors to all the local temples, give all honors to the Grand Sheiks and their assistants. I give honors to the great membership of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Everybody who I gave honors to had to start off as a member first. They started off as a member first. I give honors to Temple 75, which I am a member of. And it's actually a blessing to be a member of Temple 75. It's for me. Because I watch how we are a model temple. I notice how we do our best to stick with the teachers of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. How we're learning to love instead of hate with sincerity. Not for the show,
That's right.
but sincerity.
Praise God. That's right. Teach them.
Our Grand Sheik and his wife came up with the sister auxiliary functioning on the first Friday of every month. So that we can do this. Look at us. Look how we look. It takes the sheiks to come to the Grand Sheik and say, Grand Sheik, can we have a sister auxiliary on the first Friday? The sister auxiliary goes to the Grand Sheik for permission to do what you see right here.
Praise God.
So our sisters get together and put it together so that they can have a sister auxiliary. And this is beautiful. The sisters look good, the brothers look good, made me even wear my white. Because it becomes a custom. Brother Jumper Bay really look good with the white tie on. When you begin to practice good things, practice make perfect. The prophet teaches us to have deeper appreciation for womanhood. We try to make it known that our women are our equal, not behind us, but next to us.
Praise God.
So that you can understand that we need a reasonable companion. We need somebody who we can reason with to help us through this life.
That's right. Teach them.
To make life better, we don't know it all. So we need a beautiful, blessed woman to encourage us to be better. And she needs us to encourage her to be the beautiful woman that she is.
That's right. Teach them.
A good meal makes a good worker makes a good husband helps a good wife. It's teamwork that makes the dream work.
That's right. Teach. Praise God.
If you have the love of your mother, you can have the love for a sister.
That's right.
You can have the love for a stranger. Because you begin to understand that stranger need what's called love.
That's right.
Help, support. I like to give a brother honors because it's real when you got to give the truth what it is. Brother C. Waterford Bay for bringing the homeless haircuts to Temple 75. A lot of times we don't look at the uplifting acts of the Moors because we're so busy with our own problems. And the brother was so confident and loved Allah so much that he said that he was doing it not for himself, but for the sake of the homeless people that didn't have a haircut. When you help somebody to look good, it encourages them to feel better. Like the sister said, you don't know what somebody going through. A good warm meal will make a person feel very good.
That's right.
Good encouraging words will make a person feel dynamic. Try to start speaking more positive to people. Try it.
That's right.
But you got to do it to yourself first. You got to tell yourself, I can do it. I can be better. I am going to be better. And we got to learn how to forgive ourselves.
That's right.
I'm going to take a reading from page 35, the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet, chapter 25, a holy covenant of the Asiatic nation. It says, ye are the children of one father provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother hath given you suck. Let the bonds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity. And prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother's in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Peace.
Peace. Praise God.
I like the way you read that.
That's right.
You really pierce the deepest part of one's soul and heart when you read that. The words of truth that the prophet knows God. It's now we give honors to our assistant grand governor of the state of Missouri. May Allah bless you more
Praise God.
wisdom with a brother doing a good job
That's right.
as our assistant grand governor of the state of Missouri. make sure that the temples here in the state stay in order. He's always on top of things, so we give a special honor to the brother for the work that he does for our private Islam. I'd like to extend special honors again to all of our sisters and all of our the brothers who support them, the Mufti staff. The brothers who are the sisters who spoke tonight, as well as the brothers who spoke tonight. All of y'all spoke well. Islam. And at this time, Islam, we give honors to our grand sheik. I don't know if he's online, but El Thompson Bay, to his lovely wife, Sister N. Thompson Bay, and the Thompson Bay family, who could not make it here with us in the flesh this evening, but most definitely they are with us in spirit. Islam. And at this time, I'd like to call back out the Assistant Grand Governor of the state of Missouri, for the Armadas Neal Jr., for the reading of the warning. Mufti, please rise.
Islam, Moors.
Islam.
Prophet warns all Muslims, governors, order to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical, agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We offer peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards and your opinions. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We offer love, truth, peace, and freedom. And when these principles are violated, justice then must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings towards the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card, button, cease wearing their turban or fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet therefore is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sins. By order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Peace.
Peace.
Let's start last night. So we thank the Assistant Grand Governor for the reading of the warning, and that will conclude our religious session of this meeting. We will lower the meeting down to public announcements that do not need to be recorded. Sister Ann, Escasa, you,
I'm sorry, Chairman.
That's not right there. It's not, Sister D. Johnson.
Praise Allah and honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I would like to send a special prayer out for Sister Hannah Bay and her husband, for the Moors to keep them in their prayer, and also Sister E. Johnson Bay. Peace and love.